So Ted Cruz brought receipts to call out high-profile Democrats' previous views on abortions. Senator Cruz calls out Biden for opposing abortion in the past. Senator Ted Cruz said today's Democratic Party wants as much abortion as possible. I will tell you this, when Roe versus Wade was decided, one Democrat who spoke up against it was a fellow named Joseph Robinette Biden. Wow.
Part of the reason that Democrats in this hearing are painting the Dobbs decision in such apocalyptic terms is they know their view of abortion, which is unlimited abortion on demand up to the moment of birth, partial birth abortion with government funding, with no parental notification and no parental consent, is supported by a tiny minority of Americans. They know that the voters, when given a chance, don't support that radical view. And I will point out, there was a time when Democrats used to say the same thing. We all remember Bill Clinton, who said he wanted to see abortion safe, legal, and rare. Today's Democrat Party doesn't want it rare. It wants as much abortion as possible. Well, I'll tell you this. When Roe versus Wade was decided, one Democrat who spoke up against it was a fellow named Joseph Robinette Biden, who said in 1974, quote, "I don't like the Supreme Court decision on abortion. I think it went too far. I don't think that a woman has a sole right to say what should happen to her body." That was Joe Biden in 1974. And you may say, okay, that was a long time ago. All right, let's go to 2007, just 15 years ago. 2007, Joe Biden. Tim Russert says, "You supported that ban on late-term abortions." Biden said, "I did, and I do." That was 15 years ago. Just weeks ago, the Democrats in this body voted to strike down every restriction on abortion across this country, including bans on partial birth abortion, and every single Democrat but one voted for it. Now, maybe you might say, you know what, Joe Biden was out of step. Well, there's someone else who had similar views, the chairman of this committee. In a June 1983 letter, the chairman of this committee wrote, quote, "I have clearly studied the issue, abortion in depth, in favor of the Eagleton Amendment, which states clearly that the right to abortion is not guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution. The effect of this amendment will be to return us to the legal environment which existed before Roe versus Wade in 1973, signed Richard J. Durbin, member of Congress." That view continued. In August of 1989, Chairman Durbin wrote, and again I quote, "I believe we should end abortion on demand. And at every opportunity, I have translated this belief into votes in the House of Representatives." Continued to say, "I continue to believe the Supreme Court's decision in Roe versus Wade should be reversed." That was the view of a lot of Democrats not that long ago. But today's Democratic Party is afraid of the voters on this issue. What the Supreme Court has done is returned this deeply personal, deeply important, deeply contentious issues to the voters, to let the American people decide. That's democracy. And all of us should be happy about that.
Thank you, Senator Cruz. Senator Booker.
Thanks for listening to Go Right with Peter Boykin. Please like this post, and please subscribe and follow and share this podcast to all your social media accounts, and visit GoRightNews.com for more Go Right News with Peter Boykin. If you like what you hear, help support the podcast by donating. The link to donate is on GoRightNews.com. Thank you for your support.
Warning. Notice the social media, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, etc. GoRightNews.com publishes and shares news gathered by many sources, right, middle, and left. The views in these news might not reflect the views of the publisher or reader in the podcast. Keep this in mind before blocking, striking, or banning Go Right News from your platform.
Hi neighbors, this is Peter Boykin, and this is hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin. Check out this news story and more on GoRightNews.com and the podcast hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin.
Go right and register to vote. Your vote matters, so vote. Go right and vote. Hashtag Go Right. Go right. Do right. Be right. Go right. Do right. Be right. Lead right. Think right. Vote right. Vote right. Think right. Lead right. Hashtag Go Right. It's time to join the Go Right movement. It is time to hashtag Go Right for America. Join us at GoRight.us and GoRightNews.com. It is time for the great American revival, and it is time to hashtag Go Right for America.
Thanks again, everybody, for listening to this, and please share it everywhere. Again, this has been hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin, a part of GoRightNews.com and a part of the Go Right Network.